Sienna. Welcome back to Sienna's 1111 Spiritual Healing. Thought we'd go ahead and do a reading. Definitely do okay for childhood memories. Maybe working on past childhood trauma. Definitely have a five. We have a 5 of Pentacles, a Strength card, 6 of Swords, Justice, 4 of Pentacles, and hidden at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Definitely strength when it comes to your words, when it comes to how you feel. You've been through so much, and everything that you've been through has just made you stronger into this queen that you are today. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe when you were a child, money was hard to come by. Maybe you didn't have everything that everyone else had. A lot of times you were waiting. You wanted to be like everyone else. You wanted to have the fancy shoes and be able to go on all the vacation trips, but maybe as a child you didn't have, your parents didn't have that kind of money for all those extra spendings. The Strength card popped up here. I would definitely say, as a child that you had to be strong, that you went through a lot of crap, and the strength was always here by your side, in your heart. Whenever a Strength card comes up in any kind of childhood trauma reading, it just lets me know that, someone that this will resonate with, that, you went through some shit that you shouldn't have had to. No child should have to go through some of the things that you've went through. And the strength is what kept you going. You're a strong person. And you should be so proud of how far you've come, and be so proud of the strength that you have to get here. To have gone through all of that shit took a lot of strength. 6 of Swords. Definitely see this as movement, and it could be hard things, things holding you back, things like that in your mind from your past that are holding you back, and moving you in maybe directions that you don't want to travel. So I'd say with this 6 of Swords, it's definitely saying we need to work on some of the darker things that are still having you move outside of the path that you want to be on. I see movement and guided from something negative. It definitely isn't a positive. It's not moving you in the direction that you want to go, not in a positive direction. So it's good to work on our childhood traumas. Obviously you have the strength to work on them. I just see, obviously there's always work to be done when it comes to trauma. It's a lifelong job to work on our trauma. It's never ending. But I do see excuse me, that there are certain traumas from your past that are still guiding you outside the path. They're in control of moving your boat, not you. I see Justice. Obviously, you got justice. You got justice, or you're about to get justice, or realize, justice for yourself, that, you've made it. You got out of the situation that you were in. Maybe, it actually had, went as far as a legal situation, and, you had to go that route, into the courts or something, and with that, I see you got justice. But it just could also just be, justice with yourself, of, just realizing how far you've come. You're not this scared in the dark person anymore. You see above that, you found justice, and you found the light and the strength, and justice for sure, has brought you to the light to be stronger. And then we also got the 4 of Pentacles. I'd say with trauma, with anyone with trauma, sometimes we hold on tight to what's ours, because we could be afraid of losing it. Maybe in our past, we've lost a bunch of people that we loved, or money was taken from you, something was taken from you, so you feel like you have to hold on tight to those things now, because the trauma, is causing you to feel like, someone's going to take from you again. You don't ever want to let that happen. So, you're holding on tight to those so nobody does it again to you. I thought we'd pull a few more and see what wants to come out. When it comes to the Five of Pentacles, clarification of the Knight of Swords, definitely just moving from this situation. If it was something as, you didn't have as much money when you were younger, you're moving far from that, and you want, you're running a business, or, you're saving your money. You're so far from where you were, with this sad of money, that now, with this, you see quick movement, he's running, and he's running towards that bike to go even faster. So you're working your hardest with all your speed to, to not be stuck in a situation like you were, before in your childhood. Clarification for the Strength card. You just got a Four of Swords. When the Strength card, I said, you've been through some stuff. Like, strength is what has carried you through. And I would say with this coming out of clarification, there was a lot of times that you had to rest and be with yourself, to realize the strength that you have. You had to rest from the people, doing harmful things around you. You had to rest. Maybe you would hibernate in your room so you wouldn't hear your parents fighting and screaming. This is definitely, some kind of rest needed, or, some kind of hideout, a place that you would go, just to be alone, where it'd be quiet, that you wouldn't have to deal with the, the traumas and things happening around you. So I'd say, with the strength, that maybe, if you look back, the strength was there when you had the strength to, take yourself out of that situation. You had the strength to go somewhere quiet so you didn't have to hear that, or, to go to your hiding spot so you weren't around the junk. Clarification for the Six of Swords. We got a Knight of Cups. I said that this is, probably a movement, moving you in the wrong direction. With the Knight of Cups coming up, maybe it has to do with a situation that has to do with feelings and love. Obviously just make sure that, you're not just holding on to someone that you actually don't love, just so you're not alone. Obviously, if you were abandoned as a child, if you were, put up for adoption, so many things to make you feel even abandoned, left at school, never picked up on time, you'd be waiting for hours for your parents to get there, for someone to come pick you up. So now in life, just be careful that you're not just, being around someone to not be alone, and you actually love them, and you're giving, but they actually know that you care. If this is because you don't want to be alone, while you're looking for these feelings and this love, it's definitely something, you need to work on. And it's okay to be wrong. I personally, in my life, I have gone to people just to not be alone. I've had certain situations in my life where I felt abandoned. I was abandoned. So sometimes when you find just a little bit of someone who, shows a little bit of love, you just want that, because you don't know any better. You've never had anyone there for you. So when someone wants to show up for you, you take it, even if you don't feel the same way they do. Which, I mean, it's not good for you or for them, because that's not that's not a relationship that you want to have. If there's not the equal love, the equal give and take. Clarify for the Justice. Ooh, got a few. Let's just go with these two. We got the Three of Swords. With the Justice, like I said, I definitely see movement. You you have been through some stuff and you are moving forward. You know, you have those wands lighting up the path and you're ready to go forward. You're ready to move on to bigger, better, you know, all of that, with the Justice. And then we also got the Two of Pentacles. You know, maybe there was some kind of decision that you had to make when it came to the Justice card. You know, maybe there's some kind of decision. There were two things you had to choose from, or have to choose from. You know, just know that both of these choices, no matter what choice you make, you know, it will be the right choice for you. You know, you will make the right choice. And then for the, let's see if I can get a couple clarification cards for the Four of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Cups. You know, I'd say with the Four of Pentacles, with the Nine of Cups popping up as a clarification, you know, how I was saying, you know, you're holding on to something tight because you're afraid, you know, to lose it. Like maybe you had, you know, before, you know, every time you get a certain amount of money, you know, a family member needs to borrow some and you lose it, and you kind of like at a point where you've been taking care of so many people, you know, loving everyone else, that now, you know, it's time for you to hold on to yours. And with the Nine of Cups here, with the love and the feeling, you know, I just see that, you know, you've been giving so much love to everyone around you. You're very caring. You have so much love to give with all of those 9 cups. You have to start loving yourself. Give yourself, I mean, at least 7 of those cups. You deserve it. You know, you deserve all the love that wasn't given to you as a child. And it's your turn to go and love yourself as a child. I always suggest, sometimes when I meditate, when I'm in meditation, I go and I literally, you know, speak to myself as a child of different years. Like, for example, like, you know, I'll go and I'll speak to myself, you know, when I was 5, and just, you know, ask her how she's feeling, you know, let her know how proud I am that she made it through all the shit that she's been through, or, you know, so far, and only being 5 years old. Just let her know how proud you are, and tell her, you know, we made it. Like, because of what you've been through, you know, we are here now in this beautiful, you know, world that we've been living, that, you know, we can get out of the past. And then, you know, obviously when you meditate, you can always do it, you know, with any age. You can go and you can talk to your 10-year-old self. Things like that really help with childhood trauma. I know, you know, it's hard. People don't want to work on the hard things because shit comes up. You don't want to remember that kind of stuff anymore. Like, you just want to move on. But unfortunately, you know, that's not how we figure out stuff in life, and we have to work on the hard stuff, you know, to be able to get the good things. So, I mean, I guess with this reading, my suggestion would to you, you know, to everyone with trauma in their childhood is, you know, definitely go and work on it. Think about it, bring it up, feel the feelings, and let yourself feel the feelings of like how far you've come now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe when you were 7, you didn't think you would make it. You didn't think you would, you know, find someone to love, or you didn't think you would find, you know, family to care for you, or you didn't think that you would, you know, make it to 15. There's so many things that we can work on in our meditations to help us work on our childhood trauma. And like I said, it's a lifetime job. You know, it'll take forever, but the more we work on it, the better we feel. You know, the less crap we take out on others. Sometimes, you know, you just get angry and upset for no reason. And working on your trauma can really help you not be so jumpy, so mean, so, you know, it's helped me. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my video. I hope some of that resonated with you, and if it did, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.